the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the San Diego Padres 5-3 Tuesday night in Dodger Stadium to take a 1-0 lead in the best-of-5 NLDS. Here's everything you need to know on the game and then the series moving forward. Turner set the tone early despite a 5-day layoff after a first-round bye. It didn't take long for the Dodgers to get on the board. Trea Turner, the second batter in the bottom of the first, got things started with a no-doubt homer to left. The 419-footer was just the beginning. Will Smith would double and then score on a Max Muncy single. The Dodgers got 3 hits and a walk in the first inning of Padres starter Mike Clevinger. Clevinger would end up lasting just 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 5 runs on 6 hits, and the biggest problem was 5 of those hits were for extra bases. Trea Turner added a double to his homer. Smith doubled twice. Gavin Lux had an RBI double. The Dodgers were in complete control. Urias deals early, runs into problems, is pulled. Dodgers starter Julio Urias, the NL era leader in the regular season, was dominant for 4 innings. He didn't allow a hit until there were 2 outs in the third. He faced only 1 over the minimum through 4 scoreless innings. In the 5th, though, the Padres made this a game again. Will Myers led off with a home run. Jake Cronenworth singled and Ha Seong Kim doubled before a pair of productive outs trimmed the Dodgers' lead to 5-3. And though Urias had only thrown 79 pitches, Dodgers manager Dave Roberts elected to go to his bullpen with Evan Phillips taking over for the 6th. The Padres made it interesting after the Padres closed the gap from 5-0 to 5-3. They got the first 2 runners on base in the 6th against Phillips. Juan Soto, who walks more often than anyone else in baseball, drew a walk to start the inning. Manny Machado had an excuse-me hit, as he knocked a dribbler down the third base line that the Dodgers defenders tried to let roll foul. It stayed fair and Machado had his infield hit. There were now 2 runners on with no out in a 2-run game. The Padres had trimmed the Dodgers' win expectancy from 95% to 65%. Josh Bell came to the plate with a chance to do some major damage. Instead, he struck out. Myers then hit the ball very hard, 100.1 miles per hour, but it was right at second baseman Gavin Lux. Lux corralled it and the Dodgers were able to turn a double play to end the threat. It was one of those moments that seemed like the game hung in the balance and it went the Dodgers' way. Martin closes for Dodgers. There was great interest to how the Dodgers put their bullpen together in close games heading into this game. Craig Kimbrell was the closer for most of the season, but the Dodgers removed him from the role late in the season, when the division was essentially already over, and he's not even on the NLDS roster. Evan Phillips worked the 6th. Alex Vesia got the 7th and then the first 2 outs of the 8th. Brusdar Graterol was summoned to get Manny Machado, and he did, though it was a deep flyout that wasn't too far from a home run, and then Chris Martin got the final 3 outs for the save. This doesn't necessarily mean it's how the Dodgers will work every close game, but it's possible Phillips and Vesia serve as put-out-the-fire guys while Graterol and Martin are around for late-inning work. These are likely their top 4 relievers, though, that much seems clear. The Dodgers still own the Padres. The Padres have the opportunity this series to turn the tide and flip the narrative on its head, but this just isn't a rivalry at present. The Dodgers won the regular season series 14-5 and outscored the Padres by 62, more than doubling them up at 109-47. The Dodgers went 12-7 against the Padres last year. In 2020, it was 6-4 Dodgers in the regular season but then 3-0 Dodgers in the playoffs. In 2019, it was 13-6 Dodgers. The Padres haven't had a winning record against the Dodgers since 2010. Next. Game 2 Wednesday. They'll face off again in Dodger Stadium for Game 2 on Wednesday at 8:37 p.m. Eastern Time. Yu Darvish, 16-8, 3.10, gets the ball for the Padres. He was brilliant in the wild card series against the Mets, allowing just 1 run on 6 hits in 7 innings of work. He faced the Dodgers 4 times this season, pitching to a 2.52 ERA and 0.92 WHIP, though that was only good enough for a split with each team winning 2 of those games. Clayton Kershaw, 12-3, 2.28, will start for the Dodgers. As everyone knows by now, the narrative that Kershaw can't pitch in the playoffs still persists. He's 13-12 with a 4.19 ERA in his postseason career. He faced the Padres twice this year and posted a 0.75 ERA and 0.75 WHIP in 12 innings.